Hello friends, fellow business owners, hold on tight. We're getting started. Today we're going to talk about the biggest marketplaces in Russia and who actually makes money on them. The two main marketplaces in Russia are Wildberries and Ozon. Wildberries specializes more in things like clothing, small home appliances, and cosmetics. Ozon has a more advanced logistics system and a more sophisticated warehouse complex, so it's more profitable to sell large home appliances, furniture, and other bulky items on Ozon. In 2024, Wildberries had a revenue of 4 trillion, while Ozon had 3 trillion. So, the numbers are pretty comparable. And if you're entering the Russian market, it only makes sense to go with these two marketplaces, because all the others, like Yandex, Market or Spare, Market are way behind. It's not worth spending time on them at the initial stage. When entering Russian marketplaces, you need to understand how the economics work there. First of all, to get a preliminary idea of whether your price is competitive or not, you open Ozon, open Wildberries, look at the price of a comparable product that your competitors are selling, and divide it by 3. Of course, this ratio varies for different products, but on average, you divide by 3, and if your cost price fits into that, then you can sell an average product with about a 30% profit margin. Because about 50% will be taken by the marketplace for logistics, distribution, commissions, and other things, including product returns. And another 10% or so will be taken by taxes and operational activities. A lot of sellers, who either have little experience or none at all, come to the marketplace and think, wow, I have such high revenue. But when they start doing the math, they realize they're actually operating at a loss. And if they don't even start doing the math, a few months go by and they just get kicked off the market, plain and simple. So who actually makes money on marketplaces? And where is the market headed? First and foremost, it's the marketplaces themselves that make money. That's Wildberries with 104 billion rubles and Ozon. Ozon actually ended up with a loss of 59 billion. But Ozon is investing very heavily in warehouse complexes. They make quite a lot of money, and of course, it's the marketplaces that profit first and foremost. But sellers can also turn a profit in this tough market. However, the old approach for sellers, buying goods at the Sadovat market in Moscow and reselling them on marketplaces, no longer works. Such sellers are gradually being pushed out and replaced by those who are serious, those who are in it for the long haul and work with a long-term perspective. These are the kinds of companies or sellers who create their own private label, their own brand. They add value, build a story, develop their own packaging and marketing, and they enter the market for the long term. These are the ones who work directly with manufacturers in China, India, Turkey, and other countries. Random resellers who just buy goods at markets and sell them on marketplaces are becoming a thing of the past. Our company spent many years building offline stores, but seeing that marketplaces are taking up a bigger and bigger share of sales every year, drawing away customers and revenue from traditional stores, we switched to working with marketplaces. We believe that marketplaces are the future, and we have entered this market for the long haul and with serious intentions. Now is the time to create your own private label brands, enter the market, and work for the long term. Those who do this now will be the ones setting the rules for the market tomorrow. Friends, we are very serious about marketplaces, so if anyone is interested in working together in partnership, send me a direct message. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell. Until the next deal. Good luck.